You're not stuck. You just built a system that rewards doing nothing. You're not broken. You've simply built a powerful habit loop, one where imagination gives you all the rewards of progress without the cost of real effort. In your mind, you've nailed the fitness routine, launched the business, perfected the comeback, and designed a flawless life. And for a few moments, it feels amazing, like you're finally stepping into who you're meant to be. But then it fades, and reality hits. You didn't take one step. You didn't type a word. You didn't lift a finger. You just experienced a dream, one that's now started to feel more like a prison. This isn't just about motivation. This is about pulling the plug on a cycle that feels productive but leaves you empty. Stick with me, and I'll walk you through exactly how to break the mental loop that's been stealing your momentum and how to reclaim it. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Progress. Let's be real. Most people have already won in their head. They've played out the applause, imagined the revenge arc, envisioned the perfect transformation. They've run the trailer for their future documentary, where they prove every hater wrong. And it feels good. Too good. That's surge. That's dopamine. Your brain is wired to reward you for perceived wins, even fake ones. It doesn't know the difference between running a marathon and thinking about running one. So you get the emotional payoff without lifting your foot off the ground. And this is the trap. It's not procrastination. It's simulated victory. A mental movie you've watched so many times, you've mistaken it for reality. So the next time you catch yourself crafting an elaborate plan, scripting your future, or visualizing success, pause. Ask one question. Am I moving, or am I just watching a rerun? Chapter 2. When fantasy is just fear in disguise. At first, the dream was exciting. Then it became a plan, but eventually it turned into a hiding place. You weren't building a life, you were dodging it. Here's what no one tells you. Fantasies feel safe because they don't come with consequences. They don't reject you. They don't criticize. They never ask if you're good enough. Reality? Reality is messy. It questions your worth. It forgets your effort. It keeps you waiting without a thank you. So the dream becomes more than a goal. It becomes a mask. You cling to it. You polish it. And worst of all, you protect it, because trying means risking failure. And failure might shatter the image you've fallen in love with. But here's the gut punch. The longer you protect the dream, the more you grieve the person you could have been. You're not just stuck. You're mourning a version of yourself that never showed up. And unless something changes, you'll carry that regret silently, buried under a pile of some days. Chapter 3. The Identity Gap. The biggest problem isn't a lack of knowledge. It's a gap between who someone knows they should be and how they actually live. They've read the books, watched the routines, made the vision boards. They know the diet, the mindset, the grind. They could teach a course on it, but they're still stuck in the same loop. Why? Because they haven't embodied the role. They're still auditioning for it in their head. And every skipped rep, every delayed project, every excuse silently whispers, see? You're not that person yet. That's the identity gap, and it's filled with shame, frustration, and doubt. But the bridge isn't made of motivation. It's made of motion. Forget the perfect plan. Forget the clarity. That comes later. Right now, the only thing that matters is one step. Not to prove progress, but to prove you're still alive in the game. That you're not just a character in a script. Because you don't step into confidence, you step while afraid. That's how the shift begins. Chapter 4. Your brain got addicted to fake wins. Here's the brutal truth. Your brain's been hijacked. Every time you visualized success and felt a hit of excitement without doing anything, you were reinforcing a lie. Your brain learned that imagining action equals reward. No pain, no growth, just cheap satisfaction. And when you finally sit down to do the real thing, crickets, resistance. So what happens? You bail. You scroll. You research. You look for the next inspiring video to hit you like a shot of espresso. You didn't choose to be stuck. You trained yourself into it. But here's the fix, and it's not glamorous. You rewire your reward system by taking small, real steps. 10 push-ups, a 2-line email, 1 uncomfortable call, something boring, unsexy, and real. And when you start rewarding that, your brain begins to shift. Because now it's not chasing the high of dreaming. It's chasing the truth of doing. Chapter 5. The real comeback is quiet. There's a moment that defines everything, but no one sees it. It's not a massive launch or a tearful speech. It's 9:17 p.m. You're alone, no audience, just an itch in your gut saying, "This isn't who I'm meant to be." And in that moment, you do something tiny. You write one real sentence. You send one scary email. You start the draft, the sketch, the routine. That doesn't change the world, but it changes the direction. The fantasy starts to die. Reality starts to breathe. And the person you've been pretending to be, they slowly start becoming real. So here's the truth no one tells you. The comeback isn't flashy. It's friction. It's discomfort. It's one awkward move that brings your potential back from the dead. And if you're still here, you already know what your next move is. Not the perfect one, not the big one. The one that hurts a little because it's real. You've lived in theory long enough. Let go. Trade the simulation for something that bleeds. Because movement builds momentum. And motion, not motivation, is what rewrites everything.